Everyone aspires to have financial freedom. Who wouldn't want the opportunity to retire early and have a stress-free life? It's a goal shared by all, but achieving it requires work and planning. Here are 10 tried and true methods for becoming wealthy and reaching your financial goals over the next few years. You can get that dream car or house that you've always wanted to own. You'll be surprised by the changes if you follow these methods. 1. Make a strategy and follow through. To accomplish anything, you must first devise a strategy. To begin, make a list of your goals and assign a deadline to each one. I'm sure you've heard that if you want to achieve a goal, you need to write it down. I know it sounds a bit cliché, but it actually does work. You must write it down what you want to see yourself in the next 1, 2, and 5 years. How much money do you want to have in your bank account? Be very specific. In order to manifest, you must constantly reread and speak what you've written. For example, let's say you have a goal to have $20,000 in your savings account by end of the year. You must write that specific amount and read it aloud every day. 2. Pay off the debts. Plan to pay off your debts as soon as possible. There is certainly an argument to be made that no debt is good debt. The problem with debt is that it can be crippling for most people. It can cause more financial woes if the debt is not managed properly. Do not take on debt that you cannot afford to repay. Take only the amount of debt you can pay back in the shortest amount of time. We are not talking about mortgages here. There is a difference between mortgages and the money we borrow through loans or credit cards to buy depreciating assets or unnecessary things. I'm referring to a period of 2 to 3 years as the quickest. It makes sense to use the money to buy an asset that is expected to appreciate in value in the coming years. You may need to borrow money for education, new business, or home. That's okay because you are investing in your future. Don't waste your time or money on unnecessary items. If you still have to borrow money, then go back to the strategy we drew up in step 1 and stick through it to pay it off by a certain month or year. First and foremost, focus on paying off your debts having highest interest rate. Don't rush into investing until you've paid off the debts. 3. Start saving for future. There are so many ways to increase your savings capacity when you are debt-free. The most common and effective are outlined here. It's called the 50-30-20 budget rule. This rule suggests a way to allocate your budget according to 3 categories: needs, wants, and financial goals. It's not a hard and fast rule, but rather a rough guideline to help you build a financially sound budget. So 50% of your income should go to needs like rent, groceries, and utilities. 30% of your income can be spent on wants like hobbies, vacations, dining out, or other fun activities. 20% of your income should go for all savings, such as retirement contributions, 401k contributions, debt payments, or saving for a house. This is just a guideline, so you should adjust the money based on your income. We recommend that you use 30% of your earnings in savings and debt payments. To get started, make a detailed list of all of your expenses, including the amounts you paid for each one. Identify those that can be reduced or eliminated, for example, something you can do away with. Take a break from your daily Starbucks habit and brew your own cup of coffee instead. You could also switch to a lower-cost data plan. There are numerous ways to cut back on your monthly spending. It's all about effort. 4. Planning for retirement. Remember, you'll have to put in the time and effort to build your wealth. Like it or not, we all get old and weak, and eventually, we won't be able to do the things we once could. That's why we must be prepared for our later years. You must plan about retiring early or securing your financial future. You should start putting money into the retirement fund, equities, and real estate properties. You must plan about retiring early or securing your financial future. There is no time like the present to get started. Usually, Bigger impact 401k plans are recommended by financial advisors. 5. Look for investment opportunities. You must find investment opportunities that can help you increase your wealth. Assess each opportunity's viability before settling on a few that seem most promising. If the interest rate is right for you, your money will be increasing in value over time. A fixed-term contract is still a safe option for people who don't want to take any risks. But it can be a challenge in the long term considering the inflation rate. A fixed deposit account isn't a good place to keep all of your money for long periods of time. It is always recommended to have a diverse portfolio. Few of the investment opportunities are mutual funds, stocks, bonds, and real estate properties. It's your hard-earned money. You have to spend time analyzing and finding the right investments for you. You should monitor the investments, but give them time to grow. Is the promised return on investment being achieved? Are you following your plan exactly? If numbers add up, then you are good. When it comes to your financial well-being, it's critical to keep an eye on your current situation and monitor your progress over time. 6. Seek professional advice. There will probably be times in your life when you're not sure what to do with your money or what decisions you need to make about your financial future. There are thousands of different financial products on offer, and choosing between them can be difficult. In this case, you must seek guidance from professionals like certified financial advisors. Keep in mind that financial advisors provide more than just investment advice. The best financial planner is the one who can help you chart a course for all your financial needs. They are not always expensive. Make sure they have the proper training and certifications. 7. You need to be consistent to succeed financially. Consistency is the key. If you want to succeed financially, you need to keep making the right decisions over time and follow your strategy. Discipline yourself by only spending what you absolutely require and staying within your set limits. There's nothing like the vices of overinvestment and underinvestment. Most of us don't give the investments enough time to grow and pull our hands off them. It is a human tendency to start something very aggressively and quit within a few months, be it taking up exercises, learning a new language, or investing. But in the case of investments, this habit results in a direct loss of money. If you wish to grow your money, then you need to avoid such habits. The rewards of staying consistent are well worth the effort. 8. Start early. The sooner you start planning, the more time the investment gets for hatching, and the better become the chances of money growth. In a sense, investing is something that you should always have started a bit earlier to grow your money. Suppose your financial goal is to retire early at 55 with a good sum to spend on yourself. Let's go a step further and assume that you fix your target savings at $2 million. Now it is obvious to see that you need to shell out a smaller chunk every month if you start investing at the age of 25 rather than 35 to grow your money. The power of compounding comes into play when you start early and they work in your favor. Compounding leads to an exponential growth of your money, and its effect increases as the investment tenure increases. The thumb rule is that the earlier you start, the better grows the money. 9. Learn about wealth creation. Investing in education is a wise decision. If you want to be successful in any area of your life, you can never have too much knowledge. Take up online or offline personal finance management courses and attend conferences and workshops. You'll be in a better position to make sound financial decisions if you have more information at your disposal. Additionally, being alert and on the lookout will assist you in spotting potential opportunities. 10. Manage your assets and switch investments as your priority changes. Your financial needs change with age, and so should your investments. In your younger years, in order to grow your money, you can think of putting your money in high-risk, high-return investments. But as you grow older, it's better to adopt a conservative approach and preserve what you have painstakingly earned and gained through your previous years. These are 10 important aspects of the wealth creation process. Follow these methods and they will definitely bring change in your life.